97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock.
Hello, this is Michael Spedden, and thanks for joining us today on the 97underground.com Michael Spedden Interviews channel here on YouTube. There have been many requests from both listeners and guests for us to make available our artist interviews so they can listen again or share with others. You can find us on YouTube at 97underground Michael Spedden. Remember, the Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show, can be heard on 97underground.com every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Not only do I feature artist interviews, I feature songs you forgot you liked, classics that never die, beloved local, regional, up-and-coming, and underground artists. You can listen anytime, anywhere by downloading our free app from 97underground.com. Just do it. And now, today's episode. And welcome back to the Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show here on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide. And we have two special guests with us today. We have Rich Davis and Steve Shaffer. Both have news on Mystic Force because they're both Mystic Force alumni. Some big news for the fans of that band in this area. And there were a lot of them. Also, a brand new project called Kingdom in Flames that they're both a part of. Lots of great news today. It's great to catch up with you again and see you, Rich. And Steve, nice to talk to you too. Tell us the good news about Mystic Force.
Well, I mean, ever since, the band stopped recording the albums back in the, I guess, early 2000s or late 90s, labels have been reaching out to us like every year trying to get us to re-release those old albums and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And now with Keith just passing away, Keith Menzer just passing away, and we lost Bob Dix, we lost William Wren, both our singers. So it's like if we keep passing on this, we're gonna miss out on something special. So we thought the time was right, and we know that was Keith Menzer's lifelong dream to get this out. And just for his legacy to continue, we figured it was, if we don't do it now, all the Mystic Force fans from back then are going to be like too old.
We're not getting any younger.
We're not getting any younger. So the timing was right. Label High Roller Records reached out, along with many labels wanting to sign us, and they gave us the best offer. We know that they're going to do the best packaging and release the best thing for us. So we're going to do it.
That's great to hear. And I got to tell you guys, I've had a lot of bands from our era, the late 80s and early 90s, East Coast, mid-Atlantic region, really. I've had, let me see, Psycho Boy. I've had Tainted Saints, just to name a couple right there. Andy Henson's another one. That their material is being heard by people 25, 30 years later. And they're like, hey, that's great stuff. And they're getting record labels now, distribution, and an opportunity to kind of, I guess, fix their unsolved business. It seems like a lot of us kind of got cut short in that time because of the popularity of the Seattle.
One of the bands back in the day, from our day, they had their whole older catalog release was Apollo Ra.
Yeah.
We did a bunch of shows with Apollo Ra. So
I remember them.
Actually got their stuff re-released. So I don't know about the other bands you mentioned, but
Rothschild too.
And Rothschild, yeah.
It's great, because first of all, it's a chance to, so there's been people on Facebook that I've seen that I kind of interact with, and somebody's like, hey, did anybody have a demo of this band or that band? And there's people actually exchanging demos. I guess they're reaching out to the people that used to be in these bands years ago. And, people that were on the scene, because we had a great scene in Baltimore, DC as well, back in those days. It was a really magical time to be playing, I think. People are kind of revisiting that, getting this music again and listening to it, and maybe trying to peel off some years. Red Dye Number 9's another one. And they're actually putting out new material now, too. But the thing is that, I guess people have gotten to the point in life where they just want to kind of revitalize that part of themselves, bring back the band, start, I guess unfinished business is kind of what you would call it. So the Mystic Force material, is this going to be kind of like a box set type of thing?
I think they're going to do 5 different releases. They're going to package all their demos together as one thing. They're going to do the Eternal Quest, A Step Beyond, the Man vs. Machine. And then they're going to do a couple singles, like we did a Blind Vision single and another World single. And then we're adding bonus material to each one of them, something that none of the Mystic Force fans have ever heard. It kind of goes back to why Steve it's full circle here because one of the shows that we never released was we opened up for Flotsam and Jetsam back in '88 at a club called the Network.
Oh,
It
yeah.
became Peters and
Yeah.
I don't even know what else after that. It was so many different clubs.
Yeah, it was Wizard of Things.
It was Flotsam and Jetsam, and that was back when Jason Newsted from Metallica was in the band. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
I really remember setting up, and he was on stage. He was just like playing this neoclassical shit on his bass.
Hmm.
Yes. It was awesome.
So, and Steve was in the band then, so
Yeah.
so it's gonna be pretty cool to hear some of that old stuff. So
Is it going to be like your whole set?
no, that's just like a song here,
Oh.
for like a bonus thing. But they're gonna put it on vinyl. They're gonna put each one on CD and then each one on tape.
Hey, that's great. That, a lot of people too are re-releasing their stuff on vinyl now as well. That's really kind of making a comeback.
Yeah, we're really excited. And they have, seeing how this is so long ago, we don't have the original artwork. The only thing that we have is a CD, 5.5 by 5.5 square artwork.
Oh,
And
right.
an album, it's just going to get pixelated. And so they have this artist from Italy, I can't remember his name, but they suggested we come up with some new artwork, and we're like pretty excited about doing that. So,
Who did the original artwork?
well, it depends on which album,
There was the Eternal Quest one with I think that had the wizard on the cover coming out of the woods.
I can't think of her. Burrier was her last name. What was Dave Burrier's wife? I can't remember her name. But we don't have the original artwork anyway.
Oh, okay. Okay. And who drew the original logo? The
My
name?
brother came up with that.
Yeah.
John was the sound man for
Yeah.
Mystic Force all those years.
I think I remember him. Yeah. So he drew that, and I tell you that's lived on too, because I still see people wearing Mystic Force T-shirts. They're not in the best shape, but the shirts, not the people. But yeah.
Deep there, you don't know.
Right. But that logo, that was a great logo, and that's one that's really kind of lived on. Everybody knows what it is and everything. Why don't we go ahead and why don't we take a little trip down memory lane to Mystic Force, and let's play one of the songs. Which one would you want to do?
Probably one of our most popular was Shipwreck with the Wicked, and that was the one that was the first we did it. That was on a demo we did, and then we put that as the first song on the Eternal Quest, our first album. So let's do that, Shipwreck with the Wicked.
On a sea of shining sorrow, thunder rolling light. On a ship bound for the nowhere land, the eagles in the night. As the wizards and the warlocks cast the demons out at me, the ship and all its evils began to sing into the sea. Shipwreck with the wicked, washed up on a nowhere land. Shipwreck with the wicked, haunted to the very end. Oh, but so I tried to escape the madness, but they would not set me free. My only chance of living was to plunge back to the sea. As I swam into the darkness, I heard them call to me. You'll be back among the wicked. We are your destiny. I was shipwrecked with the wicked. Shipwrecked with the wicked. Shipwrecked with the wicked. Washed up on a nowhere land. Shipwrecked with the wicked. Haunted to the very end. Oh, shipwrecked with the wicked. Washed up on a nowhere land. Shipwrecked with the wicked. Haunted to the very end. Shipwrecked with the wicked, never to be seen again.
Great to hear that one again. So, has the company let you know or given you an idea as to when the release date for all this will be, or is it going to be kind of put out a little bit at a time?
I think they're shooting for April.
April. Okay.
April, I think.
And so I guess by that time,
They've already sent me the mastered version of Eternal Quest already, so they might start with the our first full length album, instead of the demos first, the first full length Eternal Quest.
Okay. Will it be available, I guess, on all the digital download sites, I guess, as well as being able to order hard copies? Or would that be
I have no clue.
no clue?
That's on them. I'm sure it'll be available
Yeah,
everywhere.
I would think so.
Yeah, I would think.
We get a ton of copies ourselves, so we'll have them for sale here, and we'll have them for sale. They have distribution all around the world, so.
Would there be any, I guess, reuniting of surviving members and maybe some new folks to do performances?
I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen. I mean, Chris was over here just the other day working on finding all those bonus material, and I'm not going to ask him yet.
Yeah.
He's racing BMX bikes, and he's the number one
Yeah.
guy in Baltimore County. And
Is that right?
Really
yeah, and
good.
racing
Yeah.
BMX bikes. Yeah, go figure. I think he's 2 years younger than me, so I don't want to say what age that
He's
is.
beating all these young dudes out. Yeah, that's crazy.
But so he's in shape now, so I know that he'd be able to play it.
Well, great. Well, I guess we can just kind of revisit that question a little bit later on. And if a decision is made, you can always come back and see us and tell us about it.
Sure.
There you go.
Sure.
Great, great. So I also listened to some material of a new project that you have going on, and tell us about this one.
Well, I'll start with getting him involved. Steve and I did the Mystic Forest thing, way back in the 80s. And then I finished the Mystic Forest stuff, started a band called Shift, and then I did my solo project. And then towards the end of the solo thing, I did a song that had the guys in Doc Martin, Billy Fisher, Keith Thompson, and Steve as a part of the song. It was a song called Save Your Breath. And then when we did that, we were like, you know what, let's keep this going. And we just started writing music, and Steve was over here like once or twice a week. And we're like, we started putting songs together, and it was funny because I'd put the rhythms of the song together. And then by the very next day, Steve's calling me up and already had the lyrics for the song written. So
We got on a roll, man.
Steve's like he's like the main lyrical writer of Kingdom of Flames. And so we've been doing this for about a year and a half now.
Over here, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So
Yeah,
who
we're-
else is in the band?
well, it actually started with Ashley Maccabee is the drummer,
Mhm.
and he's a super talented musician. He can sing. He's a great guitar player and bass
Yeah.
player and drummer.
Drummer. Yep.
And he actually reached out to me to do a solo on one of his records.
Hmm.
I've been offered that bunch of times, and I've always been like, nah, I'm not really interested. But when I heard the song, I'm like, really? Can I? Can I? And he's like, so I did a guitar solo for him, and I'm like, well, in turn, can you play the drums on one of my songs? And I think that was Eyes Colored Black. And so
I
ever
was there
since,
for that shoot.
and ever since then, so we've had with Ashley Maccabee, and then Steve was there helping do the video shoot, and then Steve became a full-time part of that after doing the Save Your Breath. And then we hired Donnie Rush on bass.
Well,
He was
Bruce.
first Bruce,
Yeah.
Bruce Baldwin from the
Local.
local band Tripwire. And we got him involved, sent him the songs, and he was really excited to be a part of it. And then Donnie Rush, who at that time was the bass player for a band called FKNA.
Mm.
So
All good friends of ours.
So yeah, we got some really, really great people in the bands.
Yeah.
So we're excited to start playing out soon and bringing it to the people.
Yep. Do you have any places in mind that you're looking to perform?
Do you? Where do you want
I
to
mean,
play?
Sound-
Anything booked or anything like that, or is it still waiting to get the bookings?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We actually had Paul Manna is a really good friend of mine, and
Mhm.
he was going to he let us play at the record. We were going to do a show at the Wrecker
Hmm.
as our first show, but we kind of pushed that back because we wanted to get the album out first and build a
Yeah.
following first. We kind of put
Right.
that on hold, and now kind of think looking back, maybe not playing the Wrecker Theater as our first show. We don't even know yet
Yeah.
where we're going to play first, but it's probably going to be the Wrecker Theater or Baltimore Soundstage.
Sure.
We are all original, so
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
going to be playing loonies. And
No.
so,
Yeah, there are a couple of other rooms that are really supportive of original music now too. We've been doing Metal Mayhem shows over at Morseburgers, which is about the size of the Rage, if you remember that. And then there's also Zen West in Towson, right near the Senator Theater, which is probably about the same size too, probably a little smaller. But those are
Okay.
both good rooms with decent production. I would bring a sound man if you're doing Zen West, but
Okay.
it wouldn't be bad either, because 97 Underground does shows there, and I'm sure that with your connections that you have with us and us with them, we could come up with something for you.
Sure. Great.
that'd be
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. So excellent. So why don't we spin something by Kingdom and Flames? What do you have for me?
Well, what do you like?
Black Widow.
Talk about it.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Did a video coming out in August. I mean, I'm sorry, October.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures. I saw the artwork for that song. Looks like your singer's in a little bit of a mess, huh?
A little caught in the web, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Well, here it is. This is Black Widow.
Black Widow. She's Dude, fuck you. I'm also an experiment.
great. So it seems like you've got a really good band together here, and the material's really sounding good. And so you plan on having your the CD or the album is going to be out in January. January 1st, you plan on having Kingdom in Flames album out, correct?
Right.
Yeah. And then after that,
That's
and then also before that, you're looking at doing you're releasing a video. Is it for this particular song, which is going to be out in October, right?
Black Widow. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yep.
shot that September 3rd and 4th. We rented a abandoned building on Eastern Avenue.
Okay.
Shot a really spooky, pretty fun video, as you will see.
Yeah.
So
I saw.
we're out like 2 weeks or the week before Halloween, you know.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I saw some footage on your Facebook page of driving down Eastern Avenue and going into the building and everything. And I won't give it away, but I think I know which building you're talking about here. It was
Give it away. What building do you think it is?
the
What's
old
your guess?
Crown Cork and Seal.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We all
Invisible
have-
Sound Studio used to be there.
What's that?
Invisible Sound Studio used to be there years ago.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. And I'd recorded at Invisible Sound years ago. It was actually at a different location when I did it, but my bandmates, a couple of my bandmates in the bands they did after that went there to record. And a number of other people, Red Dye Number 9, Last Picture Show, Fit of Frustration, all recorded there too. I think they closed up. Oh, it's been a good couple of years now, but that was a great studio.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So where are you doing your recordings?
Well, we track all the guitars here.
Mhm.
And then we do all the vocals at Steve's house
Right.
because I'm in an apartment building.
Oh, okay.
So we record everything. There's no amps here. We record everything direct in the Pro Tools with like plugins.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah.
We record direct.
Mhm.
So then we go to Steve's house and take the direct signal and then plug it into like the Steve's rig that we have and get really loud and reamp it.
Angle Steve Morse run the whole thing through.
Yeah.
The whole Steve.
Yeah.
Yep, it's amazing the technology they have. You can record with a computer now. All the apps that are out there and everything. I saw a really neat Ampeg bass rig app where you can just plug into your computer and you have all the settings of an old, they have like the old vintage tube head sound versus the new one, and looks pretty neat. I haven't fooled with it, but I know some people who have, and I guess you have a lot of those things that you're using for this, huh?
We use them just to track and get really tight with everything, and then we reamp everything. But I just track everything. Ashley, the drummer, he's got his own studio. He does all the engineering. So he mixes everything and masters everything, and he's got his drums in his studio. So he's obviously the drummer. So he takes what I do here, and then he makes it work there. So all I'm doing is hitting the record button and capturing it, and that's just him and Donnie. And then I don't, with Bruce, it's funny because he's never actually recorded his own voice before. A microphone. He's been in a cover band. And then the very first song that he recorded was Black Widow.
Oh,
Steve,
okay.
Steve wrote the lyrics, and Bruce came over with an open mind, and Steve's like sang the part to him, and Bruce is like, okay. And then we hit record. So what you're hearing is like 95% what he did that very first time.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy,
Awesome.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Make it to the album. I mean, for all the guitar parts, we retracked our guitar parts at least,
So many
4 times. The whole album.
Fun.
4 whole times.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear the final product. So why don't you let us know now where we can find out more about Kingdom in Flames and your website, your Facebook, social media, all those things, and what we can look forward to seeing when we get there.
Well, tell them our website.
KingdomInFlamesBand.com.
Yeah, go to kingdominflamesband.com. and that's our main website, and all our social links are linked onto that. Or go to Kingdom of Flame, the Facebook or whatever. And well, if you go to kingdomofflamesband.com, all of like our socials on there. We got all kinds of merchandise and shirts. So go check that out. We're constantly adding. Look at that.
There you go.
Constantly adding new shirt designs.
That's sharp looking. That's very sharp looking. I love it.
We have a bunch of new designs to add, but the songs that they reflect or that are about aren't out yet.
Right.
So we're kind of like holding off on some of the designs. But you can check that out. Look, get some shirts. You can buy the Black Widow. It's on Amazon or Apple Music and Spotify. So that's out for sale. And the video for Black Widow will be out in October. So
Great.
All
Well,
there.
guys, thank you for stopping by and joining us today. We have a long history with you guys with Mystic Force and, your other projects and everything, Rich. So, we're definitely looking forward to hearing more from you, and we can't wait for the Mystic Force release and everything. So best of luck with that, fellas.
thank you so much.
Thanks so much, man.
And folks, we'll be back right after these words. You're listening to The Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show here on 97underground.com, Baltimore's Pure Rock worldwide. Don't go away. And thanks again for listening to 97 Underground, the Michael Spedden interviews, and we hope you enjoyed today's show. Remember, download the free app from 97underground.com so you can listen to us wherever you go. The Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show can be heard on 97underground.com every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Listen anytime, anywhere. Metal. Worldwide metal, 24/7. 97 Underground.